Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday night. It's yours truly, Relly, and Teach, ready to preach. Teach Daddy, how are you?
Another day in paradise, Mr. Relly. Another day in paradise. How are you?
Uh, well, it's been one hell of a day. I think you're actually going to enjoy this, and I think everybody else will. So I had a Monday morning of Monday mornings, to say the least. Um, so I woke up at 5 o'clock. And there's a couple things not in, my wheelhouse for this morning. Number 1, we had snow, and nobody from the town or city or surrounding town said a goddamn thing. So, I left my boots in my car, right? So, guess what I gotta do now? I gotta find another pair of boots. So I go try and pop a bagel into the toaster. I can't. I open up the bag. It was a Ziploc bag. I kept them. And guess what? The bagels got freaking mold on them. So it's like, great. Breakfast is out. That's fucking just fantastic. Snow's outside. I got to get my car unbrushed. I'm parked in the freaking street. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, welcome to Monday. Here I am breaking my balls at 5 o'clock in the AM. So I'm like, breathe. What are we going to do? So put on pants, got dressed for the morning. I tried to tackle everything. I shoveled off my car, shoveled off somebody else I live with car. And as soon as I'm done and I'm like literally, it's like the last like bit of snow off the top of the roof. And what happens? The boot, the plastic protective coating splits. And now my toes are soaked. We had 3 inches of snow, and there was nothing to do about it. It said maybe an inch in the weather report. No. No, no, no. And 1 inch is just a dusting, nothing to worry about. But after that, grab myself some banana bread and some fruit and pack my bag low and slow all the way to work. But to say the least, that was the worst of it. Rough start, but I'm here. Good day after that. And thankfully, I had some energy powder at work to get me by. But speaking of which, been enjoying these two right here. So, strawberry banana. With time, the strawberry banana, you will taste more of the banana. You're going to find this hysterical, but the dragon mead, I get like this Pez candy taste to it.
I couldn't tell you the last time I've had a Pez candy.
I can't tell you when's the last time I had Pez candy. You freaking kidding me? But that's literally what it reminds me of Pez candy. I can't I can't describe that to you. I just can't.
Is it a good
I
Pez candy?
I don't hate it. Does that
Okay.
make any sense? I don't hate it. I don't. I really don't. But tell me, Teach Daddy, how's things going on with you? Flavors, anything going on with that? Anything going on with the glitch contest? Anything you can think of?
Nothing on my end, man.
It's
It's
just been
a
cruise control.
slow end of the year wrap up.
Yeah. So I know you were watching the Game Awards,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I was discussing things with some coworkers. Now there's some of them that his son's a big PC guy. My supervisor just dropped $4,000 on a PC. Yeah, I am nowhere near that level, and I'm too stupid to try and think that's in my realm. Like, dude, for me, $4,000 to me that's a car. I cannot spend that on a PC. I just can't.
I mean, I could, but you are right. That is a car.
I mean, not a car like you could like 10 years ago, but that's still a car to me.
Mm-hmm. No, it's definitely a car. That's car money.
Yeah, like if somebody gave you $4,000 right now, you're not saying I'm dropping it on a just the tower. Not even a monitor with it, just the tower. I know some of these builds are absolutely ludicrous and I get it and it's a work of art. But you know what I mean? And people thought I was crazy putting $200 into a skateboard, let alone 4 or 5, plus $1,000 into a PC tower. I just
No, I get it.
I
I
I
definitely get it.
respect the people that do. I know we all got different budgets and we got different ways of spending our dough, but for me personally, I respect it, but I can't do it. And I think that's fair. I'm hard, but I'm fair. Sound about right? So what we were kind of going on about is there was the award. It was best ongoing game. What do you got for me, Teach?
So the funny thing is, Helldivers won that, right? And I didn't understand how
Yeah.
it won it when it came out just this year.
So that's just the thing that I'm going for it now. I don't know what the qualifications are for ongoing game. I'm assuming that it's got to be an MMO. I assume that it's got to be something that constantly gets updates. But at the same time, right? Final Fantasy 15, after the ball dropped hard, they were releasing new content for it. In fact, there was actually more content that was canceled, and they're saying, sorry, everybody, but we have to move on. After all, they released half a game. You had to buy DLCs to get the 3 pieces that you were missing to it, and then there was more stuff on top of it. So it was just BS on my end. So, am I happy that Call of Duty or Fortnite didn't get it? Yes, I am. The fact that Call of Duty gets it used to be a new game every year, now it's going to 2 years. What? Now they're eligible for an award when they're going to make a completely new game where you have to completely buy another game and keep up with all the updates religiously just to have fun and be into a lobby for a decent amount of time? Like, no. I can't do that. I just can't. Fortnite was arguable because of the new stuff that they've done for all these years, but I wouldn't want to go. I just feel like that would be like a cop out. If it
Nah,
was
man.
Destiny
Honestly,
2, I
Fortnite
wouldn't hate it.
deserved it.
I just didn't want all the little kids freaking out about it and such. I mean, if it won it, I literally thought Fortnite was gonna take it. I thought it was Fortnite or Call of Duty. But when Helldivers 2 took that trophy, I'm like, how did they earn it?
So COD
Not that
definitely
they won
no.
an award, but still.
I understand like the explosive unification of gamers when Helldivers 2 came out because tons of people were playing it online together all the time. Like the queues were insane, etc. But it came out just this year. Fortnite has done multiple good quality of life updates. They've done great changes to the game, maps, game modes, etc., and more. Like for those that do or don't know, like
Just
my
the concerts and the Lego thing alone could have done it.
Sure. Even my significant other Recon, she's big into Apex, and the one thing that like I still to this day cannot understand that Apex doesn't have or do that Fortnite does is multiple game modes at any point in time. For Apex, it's limited time game modes of limited time you can do quads, limited time you can do duos.
Fortnite was doing the same thing for a while, but then they're like, "Wait a minute, why don't we make this a regular thing?"
Exactly, which
The
Apex should also
problem
be doing.
being now, I've never played Apex, but I've watched a lot of streaming of Apex, ironically enough. And there's only the amount of people I've watched stream Apex, I could probably count on 2 hands. Johnny Price, friend of the pod, Caffeinated Alumni being one of them. Recon being another one. He's a retired. I think he's retired now from streaming, but was Two Stone Trooper, fellow friend from Canada. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, we call him Becky. Yeah, a guy named Becky. Yes, that's right. But yeah, man, there's one thing I just found about Apex, and it's really weird. And the whole narrative the last couple of months is it's a dead game now, or it's dying. And I just feel like, wait a minute, because some people were bitching about, but I'm like, hold on, the alleged dying game getting an award? What are we doing?
I mean, it's not actually dying. It's just people get upset about stuff and call it bad.
That's what I'm saying. Dying, quote unquote, dying,
Mhm.
allegedly dying. That's why I'm being with Fugazi about it. Dead game. Where's Titanfall 3? Tough.
I mean, Titanfall 3 would be cool. Would be cool.
Yeah, it would. I mean, you know me when it comes to those certain things. Like I thought was like a certain battle, man. Like me, I kid you not. I was only watching those awards for one thing and one thing only. Now, mind you, I was staying up and I was saying to myself, I'm literally going here and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I missed my bed. I was waiting for the trailer of Mafia: The Old Country. Finally, we got our protagonist. His name's Enzo. Everyone's thinking, oh, what if it's Frank Vinci? What if it's Don Salieri? What if it's Leo Galante? You know, what if it's Vito's father? Whatever. No, the guy's name is Enzo, and I have no idea who this freaking Sicilian guy is. I just know that somebody's going to put a Lupara in his hands and he's going to blow some guy's head off. A Lupara is an Italian, it's what the Italians call the sawed-off shotgun.
Thank you.
For clarification, yeah,
Yeah.
it's some sort of old Sicilian way. It's like, hey, this will do, but if you want to take him out, go the old school route. Here's a Lupara,
Really take him out, you know, in
double
bits, in
barrel
pieces.
sawed-off shotgun. Mr. Don Salieri sends his regards. 1-2, bang. But I really kind of it was very interesting seeing the because I'm seeing different streams of it. The Mafia game channel was streaming it. A buddy of mine from the UK was streaming it. Got to talk to him for a bit. It's been some time because of coast times, and he's got 5 kids and a wife actually. So as you can imagine, between 5 kids, a wife, and time zone, we don't get to speak as much as we'd like to. But he's doing good. And I was shocked on the amount of I'm just gonna flat out say it. The amount of incels that were bitching about some of the games coming out, I was kind of shocked. So Naughty Dog coming out with another remake, The Last of Us 2 remake. It's like, dude, really? You're fucking milking it. I'm sorry. But that game that they've been coming out with now, that they've been working on since 2020, I'm all for it. The incels are like, oh, why'd you make a woman protagonist ugly? This is bullshit. That's what's most important. Are you kidding me? Atrocious. Atrocious. I actually like where it's getting to now. I'm thinking about it's a mix between like the Jedi let's see, Jedi Fallen Order ish slash space slash something else. I don't know. Did you see it?
The trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the game looks fine. I mean, it was like the scrape of a trailer. Like you barely learn anything about the game, so there's still so much more to learn. Can't judge the book by its cover.
I mean, a good preview is a good preview, though. I mean, I can't judge the game on it. I think they're just trying to know about the pro tag. And I mean, there's some people that just love or hate pro tags. I mean, Cal from the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, some people thought, who the hell is this guy going to be? And sure enough, we like Cal. We do. Most people do. But when the Witcher trailer came out, which I'm kind of shocked that something so epic was going on that early on in the award show. But again, people are complaining that we got female protagonists and it's such garbage. Like, I mean, dude, it's 2024.
So that one is really an interesting bit to me because, mind you, that trailer was incredible, very good trailer. That is how you trailer your next game.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with the female protagonists. I mean, for anybody out there that has played like Horizon series, hello, Aloy was
Yeah,
a great
exactly.
one.
And
But
they bitched about her too because they said she looks too masculine. Like, oh my god,
But the thing with Siri is
horrendous.
that we kind of saw this coming from Witcher 3, and I can somewhat understand people being upset that she has a new voice actor. I kind of get that. But the thing that I think is stupid is that they're like making a big freak out about the way that she looks and how she looks different from her self in 3. People grow up, they mature, they change, face structure, etc. She looks like she's grown up and matured. I don't really get it. So
I don't either. I had zero problem with the Horizon series and the character itself. If there's any constructive criticism out there, I don't have a problem with her. I don't. And it's really hard to say that we want a certain formula for any protagonist, as a matter of fact. It does, and again, I always go to back to Cal from not just because I played it recently, but everyone's just like, great. We got a early, adult to college age redheaded guy. What the hell is he gonna do? Well, he's got a disturbed relationship with the Force, and he's going to become a Jedi Master one day. Now, hold my beer and let's watch him become the man. I mean, again, it's the same thing with Horizon. We're watching her become a badass. Where's the issue? But back to square basis, I wanted to ask you this. Did you think Destiny 2? So I know you think Fortnite should have won the award for best
Destiny should
ongoing
not
game.
be winning that game. No, no, no. Destiny
No,
should not be
I
winning the
I I un,
award.
I love the honor. Okay, so I didn't think it was going to win.
They had no. Destiny was not going to win that. I knew they weren't. I didn't want them to as a Destiny player. No, like
Hold
Bungie
on.
does not deserve that. They're like Bungie has done so many. Un, I don't know the proper term. Uh, Frowned upon. Sure, that's probably the best way to say it. Frowned upon
Do you
actions
think
this past year and prior.
I mean, there was like this 2-year window of you saying, I have no idea what the hell the series going on, but yet it was making like little updates and such. Like there's a buddy of mine that actually plays Destiny, but as far as it goes, what he does is he goes, I play the expansions with friends, and then I'm done with it. I put it down, I wait for the next expansion. He's one of those kind of guys. And he's kind of like, yeah, Destiny wasn't going to win anything. Come on. So, did you
No.
even like that was an honorable mention?
I mean,
Or
the
did
honorable mention is fine, but it's not going to change anything.
so you're kind of just like, yeah, whoopee, an honorable mention, you're on the board. Get your shit together.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Like if it didn't get a mention, you would say, yeah, obviously because they haven't had their shit together and have a direction, right?
Yep.
Does it
To
make
a T.
things worse? Does it make things worse that Destiny was on the board?
No,
It doesn't make things worse.
I don't think it makes things worse.
Well, I'm just saying, man, like this is coming from me that's also a sports guy. You ever hear about the people that say we're contending or we still have an audience, so don't worry about it?
No.
Yep. So the mentality is, hey, it's competitive. People are still coming back. We don't need to do anything. We're content. Basically, it means, hey, are you going to get off your ass and do something? Or are you going to make it to have a reason for people to get their ass in the chair and watch and play? Or are we going to watch these streamers? Are they going to actually pay for the DLCs? You get what I'm saying? Are you going to give people a reason to come back? Are you going to get new players to download this or queue this or put on their wish list? That's what it comes down to. If you do not change, you become obsolete. So if Destiny is going to be in cruise control and just coasting and sitting on their ass. From a guy like myself, it's going, okay, great. When's somebody going to mean something else? And it puts somebody like you in an awkward spot because this
Trust
is
me,
your
I
bread and
play it
butter.
religiously.
Yeah, I know. This is your bread and butter.
Mhm.
I've been excited about you playing Dragon Age and such. And by the way, everybody, I was watching this guy. I had a long day. I'm here. I'm half asleep. And I'm watching this dude try to slay a dragon almost twice his level. And the game and the stream crashes on him twice with the dragon about 20% health both times in a row. Dude.
Oh, I know. I was annoyed, but I still came back. Trust me, I was pissed.
Dude, I was pissed off for you. I saw the circling and I'm like, don't tell me it's my fucking internet. Because I'm like hardwired. I'm plugged in. I'm trying to write. I got some content I'm trying to catch up about. I'm getting caught up with Scotty Kilmer, whatever. I'm watching your stream. I'm catching up with somebody, an old friend. Like, I got a lot going on, but you were my main priority that night. And then I see the circle and I'm like, oh, you got to be shitting me. Please tell me you slayed that dragon.
Oh yeah. I came back and
Was it
still
third
kept going.
try?
No, I think it was like fourth or fifth. But yeah.
Okay, so after the stream crashed second time, it was. Oh wait, you died. Wait, you died twice. It froze and crashed on you twice. So next attempt, you got it.
I probably and some I don't know about exactly. I don't remember the exact
Next
events.
1 or 2 tries, you got it.
Yeah.
Praise
Yep.
Lord.
So I did do it, but
praise Lord. I could erase that reasonable doubt out of my mind.
you just don't give
Because
up.
I'm like, dude, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Dodge and roll. Dodge and roll. Bob and
Dodge and
weave.
roll, baby, dodge and roll.
Dodge and
Bob and
roll. Bob and
weave. You
weave.
can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Ooh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh boy. So along during this time, so here's what's so screwed up about this. So for anyone that doesn't know what's going on, Travis Kelsey and he's I'm not sure what he is to this brand. I'm not sure if he's affiliated or whatever. But him and a couple athletes are with Accelerator. Do you remember A-Shock?
Yeah.
I think they rebranded to Accelerator. So now the big guys leading the charge with Accelerator is the Kelsey brothers. There's some skateboarders, yeah, but Accelerators, the big ones are the Kelsey bros. Travis Kelsey, who's still currently playing, and his brother just recently retired, Jason Kelsey. Jason, former center, I think will be in the Hall of Fame as an Eagle. And Travis Kelsey is a future Hall of Famer for my team, the Kansas City Chiefs. So this freaking guy, like my father's always said, and some other people, they're like, yo, Kelsey's corny, everything else. This dude literally goes on an ad. He's got a bad toupee, an ugly ass brown suit, looking like a news anchor. And what's his name in the caption? Not cornball, Travis Cornflower.
Oh, I
And
know what
they
you're talking
said
about
new
now.
flavor reveal tomorrow. So here's the deal that they're going on with right now. It was, I'm not sure if let me see if I can actually see if they're doing it now, but this was too good not to take, to pass up on. They're still doing it. Okay. So the deal was you buy any case of Accelerator, you get a free case of their new flavor, which is orange ice pop, plus free shipping. So I decided to get the variety pack, and then I got some orange ice pop coming. How's that going to differ from orange cream? I don't know. We're about to find out. But to say the least, we got some coming, Teach Daddy.
Ooh boy.
Ooh, boy.
I feel like I've seen Accelerator in store multiple times, and I've never once have cared to try it.
I think you should, bro. I think you should.
Because I remember Accelerator, I remember A Shock, and I've seen both, and I never cared to try either prior to this.
Prior to the show or just prior to me buying
Both.
fair enough.
The marathons around here have always had them, but it's just never interests me.
Gotcha. Let's see.
Just like Celsius. Ooh, boy.
For the record. That's him. There's some people that are just that he's quite the character to say the least.
Yes, you are.
I try to be. I try to be. But it's also just like so weird what's like going on. This wrap up is crazy, and there's so many orders coming in. I don't even have a shipping number yet from Accelerator. I think there's just too much crap coming at the same time. I mean, not for nothing though. I don't even know how many cases they have, but let's keep in mind the Swifties love this guy. Yeah. So right now, what can't Travis Kelce sell? I don't know.
Insurance.
Well, it's hard to buy insurance when you're a 14-year-old girl, but I digress.
Huh?
The Swifties.
I thought you were talking about the Kelsey brothers.
No, so Travis Kelce's dating Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
They've been a good relationship for a while now. That's probably going on about 2 years. Dude, he's been on stage with her and everything, and she travels along when he plays, watches his games, the whole works. And the NFL is into it and the common fan is not. I get it.
Well, think
But
about the
right now,
ratings.
not only that, but their podcast actually is doing pretty well. Like
They have a
they
fucking
signed
podcast. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's called New Heights.
With Travis or with the Kelsey and Swift?
No, just the Kelce brothers.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought you meant like those two as a couple. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the Kelce brothers, yeah. So what happened, think about it. When they started the podcast, they were both active players and they would just talk about stuff that went on during the week, stuff football related, uh off the field stuff, just dishing the dirt together. Sometimes they'd be in person, sometimes they would be just over Zoom calls and such. One of my favorite episodes though, after he came out with a book, I Own It. It was what was it? It was his most recent one. It was I think it was called Be Useful. They had Arnold Schwarzenegger on the show. And he talked about his book and talked about his father and how he worked together in it. And I actually did buy the book and it was pretty hilarious. And one of them actually was about a lot of the classes he took. One of them was accent drop class. Think about that.
I'm thinking about that.
It said he says he goes constantly trying to pass my accent drop class, parentheses, I still want my money back. Guy dropped $2,000 just to still talk like neighbor. Chopper. But again, it's his distinct voice, and I just think that's what made him special. So hey, maybe the teacher just said, I want your money, but I also don't want you to change because you'll end up screwing it up. But yeah, he talked about bodybuilding, he talked about being competitive, focusing on your weaknesses. I haven't read the whole thing. I'm still in the first half, but very good. Very good. It does Does inspire to say the least. But yeah, dude, back to what I was saying before. I still do not have I got an order number. I don't got shipping out of anything from Accelerator, and that was from a Thursday night order.
It is the holiday time, so we're getting real close to Christmas.
Holidays,
so everything's getting backed up.
Swifties, football fans, energy drink fans. The energy drink groups have got wind of that, and they're in on it. The people I know that can't drink caffeine are in on it. Fan of the pod actually ordered. He did the cherry ice pop along with the orange ice pop. I'll see if I could send some out to some people too. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to this one. Always like the orange. It's so hard to screw up a good orange.
I
Like,
mean,
if
it
orange
is,
is
but
bad,
it's
screw it
been
up.
done.
Outside the G Fuel, no, caffeine-free orange. When's the last time you've seen somebody screw up orange? Because that G Fuel one's understandable because stevia and orange just do not go together.
Hold on, let me check something real quick.
Do I care for the Monster one? No, but it's not horrendous. It's not bad. Like Celsius, it's not bad. It just is what it is. Who screws up orange?
Oh dang it! I don't think they have an orange.
Who?
I was gonna say glitch with an eye.
I don't think they do.
No, glitch with an eye. I definitely would say they would. Yep.
Wait, who?
Glitch with an eye.
Oh, they would fuck up anything. You kidding me?
That's what I'm saying, but they don't.
The thing that would fuck up anybody. Oh my god.
I sincerely feel like we have had a bad orange on this show.
It wasn't a G Fuel caffeine free.
No.
It wasn't Advanced GG. You said the peach iced tea was bad though.
I was gonna say
your
I feel like it
opinion?
was either advanced. I think it might have been Rogue, but I don't know.
Actually, ironically, that was the best one out of the batch, if you remember.
I feel like there's one. There's one that like I can picture that. We had one on the show and it just did not hit.
Maybe it just wasn't juicy enough. I mean, maybe was it the Rogue and it wasn't that juicy, or was that the best one? I don't know. I want to say, if I recall, I think it was the best one. Because the blue raspberry was ass, the grape popsicle ass, the cherry abysmal.
You know what? I think you're gonna get a laugh out of this.
What?
Was it Zoa? Zoa's
Yes,
orange?
yes. I threw that fucker out this window. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The Zoa orange, again, it was the stevia leaf in it. That was the early days of Zoa.
Because I
And
knew I could picture it.
also, I had no idea about this. They actually sell a 3 variety pack at Costco's now. It's the 12 ounces. It's the tropical punch, the blue can, the grape, and I believe it's the cherry limeade. So apparently my coworker bought a case of that, and he buys the 3 variety pack of Ghost. He says it's 15 cans for like $24. So he goes, dude, it's mint.
It's not bad.
Red berry, sour patch, the blue sour raspberry sour patch, and then the orange cream. You can't go wrong with that bundle if you're a fan of Ghost. You just can't. Though me personally, I'll take the tub better. I really do. Although, speaking of orange, you know that Dubby, the mango orange cream can?
Mm-hmm.
So my supervisor, my direct boss, who is a daily green monster guy and thinks that is the king, he said that was really freaking good. Something else I'm missing? I feel like I am. Ah,
Okay, never mind. I also feel like that there was a bad orange. For some reason, I had a strong feeling that another one would have been True North, but they actually didn't make one. And the reason why I thought that is because it was a Mandarin Yuzu.
that and there was a grapefruit.
Yes. I will never forget when I was like, yeah, I'll go pick one of those up, really. And I tried it and I was like, what is this?
To say the least, you dumped that out of the car, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So True North is definitely going down in history as the biggest failed monster energy experiment. And I don't think anything could be topped from that, correct?
Other than maybe the Bang acquisition.
People still wanted their Bang, but less competition, and if you fold the company, you fold it forever. I mean, essentially, if people are still going to buy Bang religiously until you one day just say, screw it, we're done, and they get sick of it, fed up, and move on to a different brand, I mean, people are buying Bang like crazy. They just had bad business practice and a lot of bad moves, and that's what kept them underneath. I mean, if they kept it to the core of the management they have now, it probably would have been better. But there was another question that we got from a very regular fan of the pod.
Hold on that thought before
And
you get into it real quick.
all right. Yeah, this was going to be very interesting to say the least. And yes, Kev, the old version. So, for anyone that indulges into Rogue Energy, there's two different kinds. There's the V1 and the V2. And there's something to be mixed up about. Now, I do hope that one day we do have Zach, the CEO of Rogue, on the show one day. So I hope, I really do. Just so we can talk dish dirt, talk about formula, the new change and such. But the V1 is the regular formula, and the V2 does not have the maltodextrin. So just not to be confused by the Rogue. Good
All right.
teach.
Yep.
So what we got from a fan of the pod, Rooster, essentially, in short, it's been weird since Cliff left, but the G Fuel hype going as a downward trend, not a downward spiral, just a downward trend, was still during the Cliff regime, if you will.
If you will.
So, if anyone wants to talk about why G Fuel doesn't have the hype it used to be, I will just straight up say it like this. Number one, I think it's, well, let's see, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Let's see, what else do we got here? Exhibit C. Here we are. Exhibit D, mind the flavor on that one.
Competition.
In short, there's other companies, there's other brands. Right now, can you even say that G Fuel's the top dog anymore? You could argue right now and say it's GamerSupps. Because if you went to the last, it wasn't Latch TwitchCon, it was one or two TwitchCons ago. The most consumed energy drinks at the event was 1 Red Bull, 2 Monster, 3 G Fuel, and 4, I believe it was GamerSupps. Not surprised because, I mean, again, they got events going on. Look at the guys that they're signing for. I mean, if you go by just other brands, that's just the first off. Secondly, the bad PR.
Yeah, it's
PR,
done some
baby.
hard damage. There's some things from the past that will forever stay with you and haunt you, no matter what you
Public
do.
relations. Now, if somebody wants to say FaZe Clan, I'm not. So I will say yes to FaZe Clan helped because if you look at the amount of FaZe tubs and shakers they had in stock, in some flavors, they had 15,000 tubs. And because FaZe Clan left and you had to move that out of inventory, they had to sell it before discount code a couple dollars under retail. And that's just money going out the door. Money's not coming in. And you're basically trying to break even on all these tubs to go out. That's just how it is. Would you agree on that one?
Roughly.
Let's see. I already said other companies emerging, not just powder, but if you go by when G Fuel was starting to lose hype, that's when a lot of supplement companies started to step into the game and start to produce. Look at the brands. Let's go back to 2020. Ignore the bullshit that happened because trust me, I almost died. I had a very bad breakup. 2020 was not a great year. Trust me, I'm with you. But if you look at 2020 or early 2021, whatever floats your boat or sinks it, did you see any rice cans?
Wait, what?
Did you see any rice cans in 2020, 2021? No, you did not. You did not.
I feel like it was the early 4.
The early what?
The early 4 flavors in cans.
But you didn't hear much about him at all. I didn't hear about him. I didn't see it until like what, 22?
I mean, I started to see them. It was mostly on TikTok.
Ah, not even sure if that counts at that point in time. I sure as fuck didn't see him. But again, look at the companies that emerged since then, the 2020s. Rise, Huel, and there's something to be reckoned with. C4 released another line on top of already having one. G Fuel cut back on the can game.
I mean,
Let's
there's
see.
many reasons why they would be
Bucked
in
Up
a
emerged.
regression rather than moving forward.
But yeah, Bucked Up emerged. Prime emerged. Competition is competition. There's been a lot of stuff going on, and Monster is still producing stuff. Red Bull's still producing stuff. You got to compete with everybody.
Let's
I
also
think
be
they
fair. They're
invested too
not
much in the can game.
they're not fully reinventing the wheel. Like they've done some good collabs, they've done some decent flavors, and they've also done some like whys. Like, why would you do this, or why would you collab that? Why would you make this a product?
Yes.
Um,
Some of them weren't even relevant either. Like,
so
what was the
honestly,
collab with the Mighty Pooh? I forget the game.
for me, the biggest thing was more the protein.
The
Like,
protein was more later on. That wasn't. That was already. That was past Cliff retiring.
well, oh yeah, way past. But I'm just saying in general as like an example. Like the protein is like why, like I think it would have been fine if they would have done a protein line by itself, but I think protein caffeine, I don't think that is we're gonna try to reinvent the wheel. I don't think that's it.
So I mean, that's one of the main decisions that kind of went going on. But going to it, right? Here's another part of the downfall. Before the PR stump, before FaZe Clan leaving, the NFT debacle that got shut down overnight by the constant amount of complaints from fans.
I mean, honestly, let's put it best this way. They had such a high for so long going up until 2020 hit, and then they had a constant downfall one after another, event after
I'm
event.
gonna say I'm gonna
That
say 2021.
to me was 2020 because wasn't it in 2020 that the manager happened, or was that in 21?
That might have been 22.
I don't think it was 22. I think it was 21 then. I don't think it was 22.
Let's see.
I think it was 21. Because to me,
I'm
that
I'm
was
just
like
gonna
the
Google.
nail in
I'm
the
just gonna
coffin.
Google this. Let's see. G Fuel subreddit. Anyone know what's up with the partner managers being let go? This was. Please note this is a fan community. We are in the dark.
So I would also try to find some other posts. Sure, you could even do the old Facebook group.
Yeah, I mean, shot in the dark, but we'll see. But it's looking towards 21. Let's see. G Fuel partner manager. Fingers crossed. Ah, that's right. This was my birthday. This was my birthday, 2022. So June 16, 2022, this was made public.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't want to give out his name because he's a very good guy in the G Fuel community, and I love this guy, and I'm pretty sure you know who it is. I love this guy, and I don't want to throw him underneath the bus. God forbid. But he said that he's very upset that his partner manager was wrongly fired, but 6 other managers get fired. So some of these partner managers bent over backwards for the company. I know for a fact loved their job and loved working for their creators. Yep, June 16, 2022. So I was celebrating and everyone is going ape shit over the controversy.
Still feels like it was earlier than that.
It does feel like it was earlier than that, but yeah, so 2022 is on the downward spiral. But again, we had so much going around that time. It was we have the PR moves, we got all that sort going on, FaZe Clan leaving. There's been some other things too outside of flavors not being brought back, like Peach Mango could have made a comeback a lot sooner. Pink grapefruit people are still waiting. I'm not gonna Shock's flavor probably is a very good thing for them to do. I don't think signing Ninja was a good thing. I think that just sucked up a lot of money. Like when you have so much promo money to do, like money to advertise, this and that. I don't think Ninja was that move.
I bet you he brought in more than you know. I bet you he brought in quite a bit.
How much you think?
I don't know an exact number, but he gets views. He has weight.
I know that. I just want to know how much weight was worth it because I know I think there was like a couple $1 million towards his way.
Oh, I'm sure he had a good payout.
Yes, I'm sure too. Also, I didn't know this, but this has been a thing for months. Excuse is no longer a G Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea about this until the other day. But he's been gone for months, and some people are thinking that he's going to be partnered with Red Bull, but that's not going to happen because, as far as I'm concerned, well, if I'm affiliated or partnered with Red Bull, guess what? Guess what this is right here?
I'm honestly kind of surprised Advanced
This is
doesn't,
a
or
Red
not
Bull hat.
Advanced, GamerSubs doesn't try to snatch him up.
You know, it was actually really funny. I said this the other day, so I follow and let's see. It's always weird because you got to clarify platforms. He's got, I want to say, 60,000 subs on YouTube. And this guy that I'm referring to, he's one of the biggest Ratchet and Clank speedrunners in the gaming community. And I actually found out I'm one of his only subs on his Twitch channel. Well, now. I'm not sure if you know who I'm talking about, but have you ever heard of Zem92?
Mm-mm.
He's this crazy speedrunner gamer. And it's so crazy because he was originally from Pennsylvania, but he moved out to the Netherlands now. But when you just see guys like that with a faithful community, he's a walking billboard and it could only cost a little bit of product here and there. But how much is the juice worth the squeeze? Like how much was XQC making? Because that was one of the juice was a top 5 selling tub. ever since it was released.
I'm sure it sold a lot.
A lot. A lot. We don't know an exact number, but a lot. But now that he's no longer there, what happens now? I mean, that's lost revenue, in my opinion. Flavor's still there, but were they buying for the name? We don't know. Just if you go by the top of the list of who's been there a long time and still up top and who's no longer with the company, no more Ninja, no more Excusey. I believe Stone Mountain 64 is with another brand.
Is he?
I believe he has been for a while, and that's why the peach rings, the peach mango in his skin hasn't been there in some time.
I bet you he went advanced.
What am I thinking? The Mortal Kombat flavors aren't there anymore. That deal, I think, ended. That's huge. I mean, are they waiting for another Spider-Man movie to get the collab with? Right? Because during when they had that reign of all the Spider-Man movies, that was huge. Think about it. Venom comes out. 2 flavors. That collab went a few different times. The Marvel movies that came out, and they were partnered with it. When's the last time we had one of those collabs? There was Thor. There was a good amount of them, but then it just stopped. The hype was there, and then it just all of a sudden just stopped. Did the PR moves fuck them up? I have no idea.
A lot. It was a culmination of many different things.
But if you think about it, I mean, you still have your collabs like Mega Man. You still have Tetris. One Shot Girl's still around. Zedra's still around. Summit 1G, I believe, is still around. But if you look at just like the heavy hitters they once had, no Ninja, no XQC, I mean, those are heavy hitters. No Moist Critical.
Yeah, they did lose some heavy hitters.
So, I mean, it's just now starting to get this thing where it's like there's some people that are in the core gaming world saying that G Fuel's an evil company. And there's other brands to choose from. Now, granted, Juju shutting down opens the doors for others and other brands. But I mean, Advanced GG, is it the right move for you? I don't know. I mean, there's still a couple of tubs. I guess still got to go through some stuff because some stuff might be bad, but I don't mind Advanced GG. Some flavors are very good. They hit the bill for me. Some glitch tubs hit the bill for me, some don't. All depends. But it's an open market, an open season, and open game now. I'm not sure if you can argue that. Now, to be fair, is Moist critical with Gamer Subs? Yes. Does he have his own flavor and own shaker? Yes. But Ninja is running his milk company.
Yeah, milk.
Milk and now makes chocolate milk. So I think he's out the game. I truly think he's out the game. But where's XCC going?
Milk.
I don't know, dude. Something tells me it's going to be something that involves a can.
Milk.
I mean, apparently, like, this was just the exterior when I was just screwing around my timeline, but apparently he doesn't do laundry. He just buys clothes, takes the tags off, wears them once, and donates them.
It's not bad, I guess.
Fucking bougie.
If he has the money, sure, but someone else is benefiting if he's donating them.
Yeah. Although that's going to stink forever, but oh well. It's gonna smell like bougie. It's gonna smell like loonies and toonies. And it's going to smell like divorce. If you know, you know. But But some people have still wondered to this day if or when G Fuel is going to be able to make that comeback. Now, do I think that Cliff actually mattered about if he left or not? I
Yes, actually,
think
yes. Yes.
I think it's better to have him be retired. And the reason I say that is because if the partner manager thing was because of him and his ego, if you cannot take criticism as the very guy on top, what place do you have when it comes to customer relations? Being in business, that's in retail. This isn't construction. This is retail. This is customer service. This isn't like construction where it's just like, hey, the tile's $4 a square foot. Fuck you. I want it to be $2. If you want it for $2, I'm packing my tools up right now. Figure it out. You can't do that in retail. You just can't. So,
It is true.
if you back to you have the keys to the kingdom. What do you do if you got the keys to the kingdom for G Fuel?
Get rid of the protein line, focus more in the hydration line.
They have.
Continue to um, go back to the can line.
How so? Because those
Give
cans
it
were never great.
re-update the formula. Get cans out there, but update the formula.
I think if you put a can out there that's still the 140 milligram caffeine, but you put the 1,000 milligrams of taurine in it, you're good to go.
Personally, I think going forward, you just reinvent the whole formula because they've shown if they can do no dyes and more with Shock's flavor, they can do it with the rest.
Go back to the original of no have and die. Yes. Anything else?
Maybe try to work on your image a little bit more.
I mean,
Greggy
I'm
back, I'd say.
I'm not sure what streamers you could actually bring in and say, you know what, this could work because I mean, there've been a lot of big streamers that are now just I'm formerly with G Fuel. Now, do I think that some guys are anti PR? Like, I'll be honest with you, I would never, ever bring back Doc.
Well, that's obvious.
Never, ever bring him back. But that's obvious. You know, guys like Keemstar, you can't bring back. But it's like Ninja, like, what do you do with that? I think he could still promote two brands. I really do. It's literally it's milk versus energy. There's no conflict of interest in my opinion. I mean, what's somebody gonna do? Put the reskinned orange vibe and take his can of milk, pour it in a glass, put the powder in, and stir it with a spoon, and there's no conflict of interest, right?
Wait, what?
He has a milk company. So if somebody takes a can of his milk, puts it in a glass, and he takes a scoop of, let's say it's this, or let's say it's G Fuel Orange Vibe,
Sure,
the
sure.
reskin. If he puts the powder in that milk and stirs it and enjoys it, there's no conflict of interest.
Technically and truly, no.
So technically speaking, they could bring that guy back on a kind of different deal while he could still promote his milk company.
I mean, they could, but I guess it depends on what kind of image they're trying to promote themselves.
I mean, again, I think with everybody, just even if you do make a decent can, I think trying to get in that can game, if you go by profitability, if you go by strengths versus weaknesses, I think that ship sailed. I think you got no more business doing the cans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because once that shit hits Dollar Tree, guess what? Oh, we're going to make money off these cans. Once it goes to Dollar Tree, you basically break even on it if you're lucky. Because Dollar Tree's got to make money. $1.25. Now they're going to, oh, you could go, you have items up to $5 here. What now? Again, if you're constantly in the Dollar Tree, you're not making money. That's just it.
And that is it for 141.
Yes. So
The holiday 2024, December.
yes. So just so we're clear on this, let's just make sure I pull out the calendar here. Let's see. A week from today would be the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Available or
It's up to you if you really wanna. I mean,
I
we could
mean,
play it by ear and see.
we'll play it by ear and make sure that everything's going good. And I mean, it was kind of different from last month because we know it falls on a Thursday. It's like, don't worry, I got my turkey. I'm all right. We'll play it by ear on this one. I do have some things in the works because I do want to get back to this giveaway. I do want to get some stuff off the shelf here. I will discuss what's going and how to get everything properly sorted, how to properly do this giveaway. And I do think we got some other stuff here outside of what's in front of me. Aside that, everybody, just the way that I'm kind of looking at this, I want everybody to enjoy the holiday. I know it's stressful. I know that things are different. I know, well, like myself, I saw snow this morning, didn't see that coming. But we care about you guys. We do. And I'm going to say it with my chest out. We give a shit about everybody here. So please stay safe. Please stay well. Please stay warm. Please stay dry. Drink your freaking water. Stay caffeinated. And the one thing that I always emphasize around this time of year is tell your loved ones and the people you care about how much you love and appreciate them. Because rewind the clock about a year ago, around Christmas time, around the same time this year, I called off the show because I had a death in the family. And it was hard on all of us all the way up until about the new year. And even today, it's a little tough. So please, the people you take care of, the people you cherish, treat them good. Trust me. No regrets here. You'll thank me later. With that said, Teach, I love you. Every viewer, we love you. Take care. And we'll see you. I'm just going to say next time because we have no idea if it's next Monday or not. It's 2 days before Christmas. Take it easy. Have fun, everybody. Happy holidays.